Welcome, Caleb's Basketball Pod. We're going to talk about what happened in Game 3 and also previewing Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Let's get going. Let's talk about Game 3. Game 3 was a really good game plan from the Pacers. I talked about keeping it fast paced, not letting the Thunder slow the game down. Making OKC beat you if someone that's not SGA. We saw that in the fourth quarter especially. We saw a lot of bodies thrown at SGA, whether it was one-on-one, whether it was timely double teams or traps, being when Shea got into the paint or got to that mid-range area. There were a lot of traps, double teams thrown. Only 22 three-pointers attempted from OKC, which shows that Indiana's defense was keeping them at bay, but also just not aggressive looking for their shot, in my opinion, and also like lazy basketball. We saw multiple times TJ McConnell still on the inbound. That's just lazy basketball. You see someone there and you still try to force this bad pass. I think we're going to see a lot more aggressive OKC tonight. This game's must win. If you lose this game, it's over at most 6. That's as far as you're taking it, because when it goes back to Indiana, it's over. So this is a must-win for OKC. I said going into this, you wanted both of you for Thunder. But if you just got one, you still won home court advantage back. You still have that shot tonight. You have to play a lot different. You have to limit mistakes, turnovers. Jalen Williams had a pretty decent game, but still just not consistent number 2 right now. We saw Chet start off with 13 in the fourth quarter. He ended the game with 24. It's 11 points for the rest of the game and 0 of 6 on three-pointers. That's not good basketball. I think someone else needs to step up. We saw Shea, which I said he may struggle on the away court, and he did. And I also talked about Tyrese Haliburton stepping up as he wanted the MVP. He went to step up for that, thinking he won it. He didn't, but he figuratively stepped up. Near triple-double, 21, 11, 9. Great stat, fill in the stat sheet for Tyrese Haliburton, doing what the leader does when you're needed the most to step up. And I want to give props to Benedict Mathurin. This man came off the bench, put up 27 in 22 minutes, just being that spark plug, that energy. Third leading scorer throughout the regular season for the Pacers, and finally showing up and having his great finals game. Congratulations to him. Pascal Siakam really set the tone for the Pacers from the start on. Tonight, I expect, as much as like people was going to say they expect the Thunder to change, I expect Indiana's approach to change tonight. I think Rick Carlisle knows they got OKC pretty good in this last game. And probably another game OKC should have won and they let slip through their hands. Outscored them without SGA on the court, then just breaking down in that fourth quarter, being outscored by 14 points. So another one OKC probably should have won. I expect more changes from Rick Carlisle than Mark Daigneault, to be honest. I expect Mark Daigneault, you have to change the energy from these guys. That fourth quarter energy just wasn't there. The aggression wasn't there. It was there for the Pacers. It wasn't there for the Thunder. So I'm expecting a big game. I expect SGA come out firing because he struggled in that fourth quarter. And I expect Jalen Williams keep his hot hand going. He made some good decisions with the ball. But OKC has to make a statement in this game. Not only is this do or die, but this is showing people you're still that dominant team. So I expect aggression, different style of play, more aggressive, their defense has to get back to that physical style. This is how you turn teams over. You didn't really turn the Pacers over in Game 3. You kind of let the Pacers off the hook. You played lazy basketball, those bad inbound passes, and Indiana just took over. So I expect big changes from OKC, and I expect big changes. I don't think you change much if you're the Thunder. I think it has to be energy. I expect more changes from the Pacers, and I expect just a lot more aggression from the Thunder. I want to see OKC, you have forced turnovers. You have to play your style of ball. I thought the Pacers controlled too much of that game 3, and I think you have to bring it back. You have control of the ball. Has to be in Shea's hands. If you're going to get double-teamed or trapped, you need to know where the ball should go at that point. Lack of knowing where the ball should go, lazy shot, lazy pass, and just not great defense. The Pacers sped them up even in the half court. I know the Thunder will make adjustments on that end, but I'm interested to see what they are. And maybe a little bit more time to Wiggins, who only played 10 minutes after having like 20 in game 2. A little surprising that he only got 10 minutes. Lou Dort wasn't really hitting. Not a great game from role players either. So we need to see who steps up. Caruso needs to get back into it. Not a good game 3 after 20 points in game 2. And like I said, ride the hot hand to Jalen Williams, see what that can get you. Maybe he's your number 2. Maybe you let Chet take over a little bit when Jalen's on the bench. But we need other guys that's not SGA. And SGA also fell apart in the final, in the clutch time. So let's see what we see tonight. I'm predicting a Thunder win. And then we'll come back and we'll preview Game 5. Thank you guys for watching.